Hi, Peter Bird coming at you from Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Read the Bible in a year with a key on 88 verses as our focus. So anyhow, we come now to Genesis chapter 21. Now this section really contains two long chapters. One of them about Isaac and or Abraham sending out his servants to go and look for a bride for Isaac. It's a different whole cultural picture. And that takes a lot of verses, so they're almost a day's worth. And then I think that's 24, if I'm not mistaken. And then chapter 27 is Isaac blessing Jacob, and there's deception in there. But I think I've said it before, the Bible doesn't whitewash life. It doesn't just picture the good pictures. In fact, a lot of people condemn, well, why is God like this, and why is God doing that, and why is he God? Well, he's not, you know. People do. So it's a very picture about life. But first of all, 21 through 27, that's good enough for your section this week, for the next 3 days, because really, don't unless again you want to get ahead, and that's perfectly all right. But 21 is the birth of Isaac. 22 is the testing of Abraham. Now there's a whole picture of metaphors and fantastic truth in there where God tells Abraham, go and kill Isaac. Well, offer him as a sacrifice. Well, it took him 26 years to get him. You know, he was promised a child through his line, the pure, boy, I hate to say pure line, but in those days, the Jewish line from Abraham through to Isaac, and he had to wait 25 years before God would bless Sarah to be able to give birth, take away her barrenness. Wow, now he's 11, and you want me to sacrifice him to you? Okay, but there's Abraham obeys right to the moment of picking up the sword and going to slay his son on the altar. And that's picked up in the book of Romans in the New Testament. As Abraham was a friend of God, Abraham was a faithful servant who trusted God, and that's very important. But of course, a provision is made and Isaac is spared. So then in, that's 22-23, I think, is Sarah dies. So Abraham has to buy some land for her burial plot. And I've actually been over there. I've seen that. Not that it's all that great, but you've got this little hut. You'd say an outdoor tomb, but I can't remember the kind of, I didn't check out the kind of materials that the hut was made of. It wasn't bigger than a hut. And you had these two great big monstrous caskets, I guess you'd call them, in there with Abraham and Sarah inside, quote unquote, but of course decomposed, I'm sure. Anyhow, and then you have this arrangement of Abraham sending out his servants to the family line to get a bride for Isaac. It takes a long time. Isaac comes, gets married, has children, has two sons, Jacob and Esau. And then by his wife's deception, Jacob gets the blessing in chapter 27, and then the story ends there for these couple days. Almost like TV, you gotta have something hanging so you come back the next day. Well, that's not the intention because I know you're coming back, but that'll clean up your reading for the next 3 days. So we'll see you again tomorrow. God bless. Have a great read of the not a lot of facts about the life of Isaac. He does copy his daddy in going to Egypt and that kind of story, and you get that story twice with Abraham and once with Isaac. Have a good day.